everyone, I'm Allie.
I'm Nathan.
And we are going to be sharing with you the Potomac Bead goals for 2023.
Yeah, so we do this every year. I think we've been doing it since maybe 2017 or 2016.
They're up there. We look younger, fitter.
And we used to make 17 goals, 18 goals, 19 goals. Now we're just doing 10 this year. 10 really big ones that we think will make a lot of difference.
We're a little bit more realistic, and we are going to simplify our goals rather than throwing 23 at you. We put them all into 10 goals. They are beefy, they are big, and we're excited for a lot of the changes that we're going to be making in 2023. Starting number 1 with a great update and an upgrade to our ERP system, as well as a migration of the PotomacBeads website.
Yep, this has been, it'll take a lot of time, 20,000 hours, something like that. But once it's done, there will be a lot of great opportunities for people to have simpler navigation, find things more quickly.
Checkout is easier, and we can
easier accounts. You'll have magic links to log in, so there won't be password issues. You can have pre-populated carts with
We can
kits.
put the coupon codes right in your cart for you, and all the freebies that we give away, we can put those right into your cart for you. So we're looking forward to making it an easier transition, easier search, and really updating the site.
Hopefully between April and July. That's my goal.
And it's a big chunk of time because it's a big job. So in addition to that, number 2 is going to be developing a live sales software on PotomacBeads.com.
So currently live sales are separate from our main site, just that's the way technology works. We will have to do a lot of development, but we hope to have it within the same platform, so you can use the same login, you can use your coupon codes.
Combine the orders, so if you want to do an order with PotomacBeads.com and you also want those live sale orders, it'll all be on one spot and in one place.
This is another big project, so hopefully by December we'll see. It's going to really depend on the developers.
One thing we will be doing this year, though, is adding a lot more live sales, so you'll get to see us. And actually, our daughter has already requested she wants to come in and do a live sale with me.
She watched the whole last one.
Yeah, she was good, and she wants to do the next one with me. Number 3 is going to be to re-photograph every product on PotomacBeads.com.
Yeah, so we're already about 20% of the way into this. Things change over time. We have probably about somewhere between 15 and 20,000 products that need to be rephotographed. And we're doing square images now instead of rectangle, but photos keep getting better. You also have multiple images that show better views. So images will
be enhanced, because you're going to get a more accurate portrayal then as far as the depth of color or the facets and the cuts, as well as information on the site too. As we're updating pictures, we're also putting more information there for you, so there's an easier experience from making sure that what you see is what you get and what you want as well. Number 4 is in-stock rates of 90%. So what does that mean?
This is the percent of products that are actually available right this moment. It's a challenge, especially because of suppliers not having things. Sometimes lead times can be up to multiple years, and we're kind of beholden to those suppliers and distributors. The more things that we have ourselves, the more exclusive products, so we're always making new things, usually the easier it is for us to control the supply chain. So right now I think we're sitting around 83% in stock, and by the end of the year 90%. This is really hard to keep everything in stock with so many products, but I think we can do a better and better job.
Yeah, we want to make sure that when you click on an item, it is there to purchase. Again, like Nathan said, with COVID too, it made it even worse. I think at one point we just couldn't restock anything. So the quantities on site, I think we were only at 70% or so of our stock on site actually available to purchase. So we're really excited to get it to 90 and then have a goal of 95 actually next year as well. Number 5 is Lean Six Sigma culture at PotomacBeads, especially in the production and fulfillment areas, as well as honestly in marketing. And
so this will make us a lot more efficient. We need to get to the point where it's very modern manufacturing. You can run a white glove across anything, just never see dirt. And this will make us a lot more efficient with being able to get kits and obviously keep everything in stock as well. Sometimes things will arrive, but it takes weeks to have them repackaged and relabeled.
We were joking earlier that you have, the 5-second rule, that you have something that drops on the floor, because I'm pretty clumsy, and we hope to increase that to like a 20-second rule as we go through and just clean up,
Those are your
clean up around the warehouse, and just to make it more efficient workplace and kind of have the metrics to drive that production and that information. Number 6, as we go down to our top 10, is going to be 2 new check beads shapes, as well as a new brand at PotomacBeads.com.
So for the check shapes, we'll be going back to the Czech Republic, as we do usually most years, sometimes multiple times, and looking through old molds that are sometimes as old as 100 years and finding things that have been developed a long time ago that we can remold and make new products.
Yep, and we can bring them back to you. So a lot of it honestly is buried. It's like buried treasure, that you're looking at older molds, reconfiguring sometimes where the holes are, maybe the size of it, dropping it down from a smaller to a bigger size, but bringing some of those vintage things back, as well as that 90% in stock. We are trying to increase some of the brands that we carry, creating our own brands here at Potomac Beads, and some of those will be coming to the site later this year.
Probably one of them will be something pre-World War II.
Yep, and we'll be excited about that as well. Number 7 is to acquire at least one new business or brand, like our Bead on It board brand. So beadonitboards.com is its own website. It had a previous owner that was creating the boards. We were purchasing them from the owner, and we had such a high demand for them that the owner actually decided to sell to us, and that happened 3 years ago.
And we've been able to do really well with that and increase awareness of fantastic products. So our goal is to keep buying really good brands, anything that's in the top of its field, so we can bring them to
make them more available, make them here in the US, right in Maryland. The boards, actually, we produce everything now in-house. The actual board itself, all of the materials that go on top, and manufacturing and putting the board together as well. So looking for some more brands like that to bring in-house here at Potomac's Brands, which Potomac Beads is under. In addition to that, number 8 is going to be develop 40+ content pages for new beaders. So if you have a question about a different style of beading or bead or stitch or metals, we want to be able to be kind of that one-stop informational page for you to get everything that you need. We've done some of these. We have lots to go.
Yeah, and just one example might be a page all about peyote stitch, where there's a lot of different types of stitches, a lot of different types of peyote, and it'll show you exactly how each of those are different, and then there's sub pages that give you even more information. So it's not just building a single page, it's usually building dozens or hundreds of pages that kind of link together
and
give resources so that somebody can go to that and learn everything they would ever need to know about it in one place.
Yep, we're excited to be able to help people further educate themselves and enhance their skills through these pages. Number 9 is to double the best bead box subscribers this year. And we've gone
Pretty
through,
simple, we just double it.
We just want to double it. We've gone through a number of changes. So we've had for the last 4 years, the bead boxes have been the best bead box and the best bead box XL. The XL was just a bigger version of the best box. This year we took them and we split them. So we now have
totally different experiences. One is all kits, and the other is all components, the treasure box.
Yep, and it's nice to be able to do that because we can really focus in on one style or one method. So for the kits, we're trying to teach you different stitches. We're trying to enhance what you're making while doing beautiful projects, giving you everything that you need to know. And the treasure box is really getting those unique items while still some staples, like this past month we had stringing material and head pins and bails in it.
And we'll also be able to have more premium kits and more premium products, just more products in general also in the treasure box.
Yeah, you'll be getting a bigger quantity of items in the treasure box than you have been getting in the subscription box, just as those little stash beads. So that's nice because you'll have enough to actually create with. And the kit boxes now also have thread and needle in them if you are using thread and needle, so that way it's all encompassing for that.
Even for a totally new person, they can get started right away and not need anything but what's in the box.
Yep. And number 10 is we are going to hopefully do and reach out to some people to do some designer kitting.
So we have over the last couple of years, really increased our capacity for kits. Kitting is a very difficult thing to do because it's very complex. There's a lot of moving pieces. It's easy to screw up. And we think we can do it really well. Outside designers that aren't part of Potomac Beads will have opportunities to have their kits sold on PotomacBeads.com. So that way they get all the sourcing, the supply taken care of, the kit production. They can focus on just designing and informing their fans about where they can get the products.
Yep, so many designers make beautiful patterns and they use the things that they have on hand, and sometimes it's really hard to shop for those patterns and those designs. We want to make that more simplistic for both the designer and for the customers to go and to find the materials, because we know that there's great designs and great patterns out there that we'd love to be able to supply the beads for and make it really easy to bring in some of those different viewpoints as well. So at the end of each year, we go through and we see if we were able to accomplish our goals.
Yeah, we'll see at the end of this year. I'm hoping for 70 or 80%.
Yeah, we'll see how many of these
70%
goals.
70% is passing.
Yeah, we did 22 goals for last year, so I'm just really excited that it's only 10. They're big goals, but we only have 10 to read off next year and to see whether or not we've done them.
Yep. So we'll look forward to talking about this in almost 12 months.
And make sure that you comment below the video and let us know if you have additional goals for us, want any clarity on the goals that we've listed, or have any advice, things you want to see, where you want Potomac Beads to be, and really how to build up this amazing beading community. So thanks everyone for joining in, and we look forward to a great 2023.